What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mako the Producer channel. Yes, that is right. The camera quality has gone significantly up since the last video.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mako the Producer channel.
I know, that was pretty rough. I am so sorry about that. You know, I was experimenting on the go, and for being a video about being on the go, it wasn't the highest quality.
Failure.
But hey, something to learn from. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 5 more tips about LMMS, which is the DAW that I used to use, but yet I still talk about. Here we go. Let's jump into the video. 5 tips for LMMS. Okie doke. So we're just trying to make you guys be producers. That's what we're trying to do on this channel here. You know, I'm gonna do everything in my power to do that for you. So number 1 tip is sub bass. And so all you gotta do for this is use the plugin called Kicker. So just open that sucker up, and then you're gonna adjust your settings so that it's about what you're seeing on the screen. So you're gonna change some of those settings around. And here's the deal with Kicker. Kicker is awesome because it makes some pretty sweet bass sounds, and these are awesome to layer underneath your synths. So what I use it for is this drop bass sound like this. And then I also use it for my sub bass sound like this. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to leave pictures of exactly the configuration I use, pretty much all the sub bass and drop bass sounds that I make on my website, makotheproducer.com. Go to Mako Producer or go to my website, makotheproducer.com. Go to latest updates and then look at the post related to this video. All right, so next tip, use some other samples. Do not use the stock LMMS ones. At least don't use most of them. I used to, when I was starting out, I used to use a website called freesound.org, and you know, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie. It had problems. There were not the highest quality sounds. It was hit or miss, but I actually found a decent amount after hours and hours of pouring through it. So what I recommend is finding some sample packs. Some free ones are gonna get the job done, and it might take a little bit of hunting, but I've included a couple websites on that same webpage that I'm talking about in the last one. So check that out too. I've got some links for you, but use some different samples, okay? Just do it. Come on. Don't use the stock ones. They're all right or terrible. All right, so another tip that I think is super easy to do, but nobody thinks about, or I had to figure this one out myself. All you gotta use for this it adds motion to your sound. It's called white noise effects. You'll see it a lot in EDM stuff, but you don't know it's there because you've never made an EDM track before. You just haven't. But I have, fortunately, in LMMS. So you can actually load up a triple oscillator, right? Change it to all of the noise. You change all of them to noise. And then all you have to do is add a bunch of reverb to it, and then use the low pass to make it go whoosh up or whoosh down. That's all you got to do. Simple, but this adds some extra dynamics to your sound very easily, and you're going to be using it all the time, almost every track. Okay, so tip number 4, don't use just the stock synths in LMMS. Use some real instruments. My favorite one in LMMS and the easiest one to resynthesize is a piano. And the best way to do that without causing your system to crash is with the SF2. So use the SF2. Come on, man. All you got to do is Google some SF2s. I've included a couple links in the bio for SF2 plugins that I think have some great sound. So check those out. Be careful because some of them are a little sketchy, but you can just load that in there and you can make some awesome piano sounds. Okay, and the last thing, this is like big picture LMMS. Turn your stuff down. Don't make everything 100% volume. What you want is your collective sound to hit around -3 to -6 dB. And you can check that in LMMS by going to the effects to the chain button here, and then looking at the master chain. If it's starting to get into the high yellows or the red, you know it's too loud and you need to start turning your stuff down. Just turn your speakers up, or what you can do is you can apply an amplify plugin or a couple of them temporarily so that it's loud enough for you to hear, but it's not overdoing it, and you can turn them off once you have your entire project finished. Cool. So I hope those were some helpful LMMS 2 tips for you. I decided I need to do a little bit more of these LMMS tutorials, and you know, if you keep following this channel, you will get some more LMMS tutorials in the next month. And then I'll also be talking about, you know, if you're really getting into this music thing and following me, we're going to start figuring out maybe what the next steps after LMMS is. What DAWs should we be using? In the next video, I'm going to be talking about Zinad sub effects, arguably the best synth and an LMS. So stay tuned, subscribe, don't miss out on that video. Check out MakoTheProducer.com, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, Twitter. There's not much happening there, but I'd appreciate it, you know. I'd appreciate it, and that's why you should do it. So just do it, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Mako the Producer, that's I, out.